Hello, my name is Finch, and today we're drawing Caine from the Amazing Digital Circus. So, this is mostly an excuse for me to talk about Caine as a character and my theories surrounding him, and the Amazing Digital Circus. This video has major spoilers all the way up to episode 8, so I highly suggest watching the show first. For context, I did this drawing before episode 8 came out, but after the trailer for it had dropped. And I'm writing the script fresh after watching episode 8. Let's talk about his design. Caine has this very distinct triangle chest that reminds me a little bit of a heart. This simultaneously makes me think he has a lot of love to give, but because the triangle is upside down, he's very unstable. This upside down triangle motif is in his coattails too, and his rounder features like his hands and eyes are much more personable. He's friendly. This all lines up with how the character is portrayed in the circus. His whole outfit is reminiscent of a ringmaster in a circus, particularly reminding me of P.T. Barnum's costume in The Greatest Showman, which came out about 6 years before the Amazing Digital Circus pilot dropped. Okay, here's a secret. I have no idea which eye is supposed to be the blue one and which one is supposed to be green. It might switch, it might not. I might have gotten it wrong for this entire drawing, who knows? I tried to be consistent with my own drawings at least. So, if it really bugs you, I don't know, mirror image. I guess his hat would be on the wrong side then. Drawing Caine's mouth was a hassle and a half. You would not believe the geometry I used. I spent like at least an hour drawing boxes trying to figure out how to get this shape to work physically. But eventually I figured out a good method. Essentially, I imagined drawing like a pizza or donut box and then just trying to curve it out a little at the corners. Something else I noticed is that when I forgot to draw something a part of Caine's ensemble, it was usually his hat. It's very dark in comparison to the bright red of his coat and jaw, so it's really easy to actually forget it's there, but without the hat, it feels strange, like he's missing something. It's weird how you subconsciously notice it's there. So yeah, Caine's hat is doing a lot of work, surprisingly. So originally I was going to discuss the idea that Caine might be human, but that kinda blew up in my face. Episode 7 had already convinced me that I was wrong, mostly via the Chinese room's inclusion. But this also led me to an interesting thought process. So one of the reasons I used to think that Caine was human was because of this scene all the way back in episode 1. This scene where Bubble and Caine were eating lunch together. Why would he exist when the players were not directly interacting with him? Why isn't his body in some kind of stasis while he processes the constant flow of information? Why devote precious resources to existing at all when it won't affect the players? So I got into coding this year, and I've slowly been working on a simple game. While I was testing the character creator, it functioned perfectly. I could customize a character, save it, make another, save that one, and see both save files in my bank. But as soon as I shut down the game, those saves were gone. When I booted up my game, it was like my test runs had never happened. This occurred because outside the game's engine, there was no external save data. And then it hit me. The Digital Circus has no save data. As soon as the game stops, all of it is gone. Think of it like this. Pretend you deleted a file on your computer. Instead of going into the recycling bin, it's gone forever. So what does this mean for the cast? Well, it means that they can never get Caine back. It means that everything missing in the circus cannot come back. The abstractions probably cannot be rescued, and if you believe in the theory that all the players are just digital copies of their own consciousness, then the game needs to go on, or they will all disappear forever. And after what happened in episode 8, this seriously raises the stakes of the show. Now, I wouldn't call Caine my favorite character, but he's definitely been higher ranked. I've always thought that his humor and writing was hilarious, and that he was a very thoughtfully written character. This entire breakdown in episode 8 was foreshadowed from the beginning, especially with Zubal's therapy scene that turned into Caine's therapy scene. Honestly, I don't think it would be good for them to save Caine. I don't expect the characters would want to do that, knowing what he is capable of now. But I don't know, I'm gonna miss him. So yeah, that's Caine and my character analysis theory thing. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.